Greetings.
Hi. Hello, my people. We love you. We've missed you. And welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Besiwe.
Good speech, as always. I think in this video, we are going to use it as a means and a platform to answer a question which was asked by one of our friends who is interested to join this institution and become a merit as well. He wanted advice as to which type of marriage can he enter into. By the way, for a confirmation, ours is marriage in community of property. I think as a point of departure, perhaps up in South Africa, there are three types of marriages. There is a civil marriage, there is a civil union, and as well as a customary marriage.
Okay.
Ileke customary ungade mhlambi uthathe na more than one.
Hey!
Kodwa let's come back to a civil marriage. A civil marriage exists between a man and a woman who are married in community of property.
Okay.
And when they are married in community of property, it means that whatever they had before during the marriage, it belongs to both of them.
Okay.
There is one estate. There is a single estate. Banalando kutwa 50-50 to that estate. If, for example, Koza Nela Gamalgati, I don't want to mention that name.
Because we don't want to go there. We are part of the people that don't encourage that word and don't encourage Londo by using.
Exactly. There is a 50-50 split division. Most marriages, popular marriages in South Africa, I think they take the direction of the marriage in community of property. Because you are there trusting each other. You have got no reason not to trust each other. Then you enter into a marriage which is an in-community of property marriage. The other marriage under civil marriage is the marriage out of community of property. Then the out of community of property has got two legs. You can marry out of community of property with antenuptial contract, or they call it the ANC. Antenuptial contract with accrual or without accrual. Simple is marriage out of community of property, but with an agreement. And in this agreement, you agree that things that accrue during the marriage, they form an estate and they are for both of us. You can also agree that we are going to marry out of community of property. And things that you came up with and I came up with, and things that accrue on your side and accrue on my side, they are yours. Others, they are mine. Okwakho kokwakho, okwam kokwam. But sidibene kodwa sithi exactly sidibene kodwa in a marriage which is registered in the Department of Home Affairs. Those are the marriages that we're having in South Africa under civil marriage. Remember, you must be legally you must be 18 and above, and you must be mentally sound. Uzukwazi to enter into a valid agreement.
What if ni relationship, ni relationship for years? Generally relationship for years, the other one doesn't know that in property nayo. Uyaqonda? njengoba unale property unayo nje kwenzeke into yoba nitshate and you chose that path yoba like that ANC yoba nikhethe this marriage yoba out of community of property, then kwenzeke the unfortunate yoba kudivorce, does that still count into yobana nihlala kule property nihlala kuyo, akho mntu uzawufumana le property kuba mhlambi nithenge nobabini, leya iproperty kudala ndinayo nami seyeyamos?
Yeah, that's a good question. You see, when you are entering into a marriage out of community of property with ANC, you must approach a legal practitioner, an attorney, who will then set out the provisions in terms of what you have and what you don't have. Because when you enter into that contract, you need to ensure that you declare your assets, you declare your liabilities. The other party, the other spouse, must also do the same, so that the contract should be able to capture all the existing debts and all the existing assets that both parties are having at that particular period, depending then as to whether it is a marriage out of community of property with accrual or without accrual. Because if it is without accrual, it therefore means that whatever you have signed for and whatever accrues does not belong to you. It belongs to that other party, because that's what you have entered onto and that's what you have legally signed into that ANC or anti-nuptial contract that you will sign with the legal practitioner or with the attorney, and the marriage will be registered with the Department of Home Affairs as such.
Okay.
Right. The civil union.
Before, what if there are children involved?
Well, if there are children involved, depending were there children before marriage or children after marriage. If there are children involved, that's what then you need to declare to the legal practitioner that there are these children that are involved. How do we cater for these children
that we both have?
That you both have, which those children would have some interest into assets of the other party, and in that case, of course, the agreement will have to state what percentage will the children have in each other property, in each other asset that we are having. The legal practitioner will be able to take care of all those. That's why it is important to disclose what is existing, and in that existence, what then is the likes of both parties, because now it's coming to a point where you may need to have a will, but most of those things can be covered if parties declare honestly and trustworthy to that legal practitioner.
Yeah, because then what if there are children involved? Because when the D words comes, there's also into custody. There's also into yobana umntana, what are they gonna get from the situation if utata has more and mama has nothing at all? So this thing yoba kukho le ANC involved. So bona iba affect kanjani, then what are they getting from all of that? Benifuna ukuqonda lo situation but ihamba njani situation yoba kukho abantwana. And then now we are getting out of this marriage and signing this contract that says no, your things are my thing, your things are your things, and my things are my things. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to ask that question.
Yes, because this D can refer to two things, to divorce and to death.
Yes.
This D. That's why I was talking also about the issue of a will that will have to kick in. Yes, but other things could then be clearly provided for in the clauses in the contract.
Okay, but it's in community of pure property.
That's the in community of property. Those are civil marriages.
Yeah.
In community and out of community of property. Then you come to the civil union. Civil union is simple. It's a partnership, an agreement, an engagement, a marriage, predominantly same-sex people. You know, they go and they enter into a marriage, approach home affairs. Marriage will then be registered.
Yeah.
That is also allowed. It's a civil union. Say others have been in cohabitation, but now they want to formalize things. They also decide, hey, let's go. If they don't want to take the civil marriage route, they go and register it. But when registering it, they may register it. They may go to in community, they may go to out of community. Then the other type will then be the customary one, which then provides for the indigenous customary law to kick in. The traditional affairs will then kick in terms of the lobola negotiations. Such issues where you send people to the person that you're interested to get married, and to all those processes, they constitute the steps towards the customary marriage. But the requirement is that it must also be registered. There must also be a consent. The other party, the woman who is getting married, must also consent to that marriage. He or she must not be forced to get married. So I think my friend will then choose under these three types. But the popular one, I think I've already indicated which one is the popular one. Thank you very much. I've decided to use this platform because I wanted you to have a look at our videos and comment and subscribe. And some of the questions that I'm having, I'll continue. In fact, both of us will continue to use this platform to ensure that we answer those questions and give some advice and opinions.
Yeah. Also to the gentlemen, I know sometimes Tinaban Babinule are very confusing. Feel free to ask some questions that you have about your wife or your girlfriend or whatever. If you're interested in becoming a union, do you understand? Because we can only answer questions that make people together, and we don't want to separate anyone. We will encourage faithfulness, we encourage communication, we encourage love, and we encourage people just to be patient with each other, and everything is there for a reason.
Thank you very much.
Bye.